when these people just write stuff that nobody wants to read, they write things within a heavily biased slant that is easily just thrashed all over X or all over any other, content creators platform. They can't be making that much money off of these things.
In the world of gaming media, there are a number of different outlets that have been around for a long time. We call them legacy or old media. Kotaku being one of them. Polygon has been around for well over a decade now. And I remember when Polygon actually was started by a bunch of folks from Kotaku who left and they wanted to start a different outlet, and they did. And today we have news that Polygon has been sold to a company called ValNet here, which is interesting. And then immediately fired pretty much everybody. So here's the actual press release, which is very long, which we'll get to some of this. Is ValNet, a leading global digital publishing and media investment company, announced today that it acquired the premium gaming publication Polygon. Yes, from Vox Media. Polygon will join ValNet's robust gaming portfolio, known as the ValNet Gaming Group, which collectively reaches over 1.2 billion users annually. The acquisition and asset deal closed today. Okay, so there was no money that exchanged hands in this at all. They just got, that means that, well, wow, that's crazy. There's no money that exchanged hands. That means that Vox Media received equity in ValNet Gaming. Stocks, as they will.
Can I just say that the name ValNet and the way that their logo is written makes them look like an evil corporation in like a dystopian sci-fi world?
I don't disagree with you on that. It does have very what's the evil company in The Boys? I feel like that's like very on brand with that. Vought, yes, I think that's right. Vought.
How did I remember that?
I don't know. It came out of nowhere. That was a good pull. Good pull. Perfectly aligned with ValNet's long-term growth strategy. Polygon will now integrate ValNet's gaming portfolio, which includes industry-leading publications like Game Rant, here we go.
Oh,
The Gamer. It's always
Extra
good.
Life.
Yes. Open Critic, Dual Shockers, and Hardcore Gaming.
I was gonna say I've never heard of ValNet, but I've heard of all of those publications.
Yes. This edition follows ValNet's recent acquisition of Extra Life earlier this year, further strengthening its position in the gaming media. Yeah, sounds good. It is with immense pride and gratitude we welcome Polygon into our growing family of world-class gaming brands. Hassan Youssef, CEO and founder of ValNet. The moment marks a powerful reaffirmation of our deep commitment to gaming, a space we've passionately invested in over the years. The addition of Polygon not only strengthens our blah, 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 whatever. Sounds good. They're very, very excited about this. Yes. Founded in 2012, Vox Media's portfolio. Polygon reaches a high value audience across the site, social media, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? Everybody's fired. I'm no longer with Polygon. If you're hiring, please consider the many talented writers and editors on the market. Every one of them deserves a spot on your staff. I won't be talking about the sale because I wasn't involved. Going to hang out with my kid, taking wins where I can. This is Chris Plant, who is co-host of The Besties, no longer with Polygon. Bummer for him. No real statement from Polygon over on X because guess what? They don't post on X anymore and haven't since 2023. So they saw the writing on the wall. Yeah, that's good. And that's kind of where things are at. Massive layoffs with Polygon and nothing of value was lost at all here. We can see, Mike McWhorter. Oh, man, I've known Mike for a while. Says, had a great time working with Polygon. Please let me know if you have any cool job openings. Gone. See ya. Nicole Carpenter. I'll say more later, but I'm no longer with my job. I'm looking for work, as are so many of my amazing colleagues. I have a lot of ideas and things I'd like to write. I'm really in shock.
I mean, I feel like it's a little weird, right? Like, we're all used to media basically being owned by the same couple of companies. Mm-hmm. And the fact that this media corp, the ValNet people, own a whole bunch of gaming journalism sites, makes it a bit more like, well, all of these sites are going to circular logic cite each other when they come out with things, and we
Oh,
already know
yeah.
that they all practice like basically hit pieces and lying about games, lying about people. So them being all under the same umbrella isn't really going to be too surprising, and I don't expect much to change with Polygon and how they were working.
Yep. Here's the interesting thing. We see this from Pete says, along with just about everyone else at Polygon, I am now out of a job. Ending over a decade of Vox Media for me, working for Polygon was a wonderful experience, and I'm proud to have worked with the work we did there. I'm looking for work as well as starting my own projects on the side. Stay tuned. So, and once again, did you notice a theme with all these journalists here?
They're in their little echo chamber of blue sky. Imagine taking anything posted on blue sky seriously.
Yeah, yeah. Here is the reality of this. Now comes the true test. We see this with people being laid off. We live in a landscape now where the cream rises to the top, right? If you truly are good at what you do, you have the opportunity to be successful at what you do online. There's so many ways to be successful, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, starting a Twitch account, starting one of those, you can go to Patreon or whatever and launch your own brand. And the reality is that many of these people who are writers, they are a product of the brand and not the other way around, if that makes sense. They're just a spoke in the wheel, and they can be replaced as everybody can, obviously. But if they're truly good at their job, then they will find a way to be successful at it. And that's kind of where we're at with this. I don't have a whole lot of sympathy. I hate when people lose their jobs, but at the same time, like the writing is on the wall. We're talking about print media in the year 2025, where everybody gets their news from the same place that you posted your update on. Like, people get it from X, and apparently some people still get it from Blue Sky. So they're not going to Polygon for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, even outside of that, like I was saying, when these people just write stuff that nobody wants to read, they write things within a heavily biased slant that is easily just thrashed all over X or all over any other, content creators platform. They can't be making that much money off of these things, especially when you get people like us who are like, yeah, we'd rather use an archive of this article to not even give you that click money because you're a dirty smear merchant. So, like, it just... I've always maintained, like, I don't like seeing people, like, lose jobs, but sometimes they shouldn't be in that job if they keep doing the job incredibly poorly, and hopefully they'll find work elsewhere where they can't have, like, a cultural influence.
Hopefully, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. This is also interesting. Wow. Okay, let's see. Let's learn here. This is also kind of breaking news as this is happening. This is from the Reddit Gaming Leaks and Rumors here, that apparently a giant bomb also says probably gone. So there's
Probably.
that. Yes. Nothing official, but some of the crew are not holding their tongues anymore. Here's what the link says. Dan Riker held a stream tonight and goes scorch earth on fandom. In short, Giant Bomb is essentially dead. Fandom wants to convert the site into guides-only content. Well, that sounds familiar, doesn't it, Blabs? Guides-only content?
It does sound very familiar. Where did we hear that from, I wonder?
Kotaku.
Yeah. Uh-huh. By the way, I'm looking at this Dan Riker's Twitter, and he doesn't have anything. Just a heads up.
Well, I mean, Dan's been around in the game for a long time. I know that.
It said he went off on stream as well. So
but I was wondering if he said anything on Twitter, and the answer is no.
It says a fandom executive once asked Dan if Grand Theft Auto had a large player base. After Voidberger and Jason were fired, the Giant Bomb crew found out that fandom was pocketing all the subscriber money and giving them none of it, so they stopped promoting the premium subs entirely. Dan dared fandom to fire him and will not show up to meetings tomorrow. Some Giant Bomb crew may stay at GameSpot. So there we are. So they may be on the way out too. Here's the Giant Bomb website right now, and there you go, right there. So wow, this could be a true day of death
So, an update on Dan Riker. They said he said something while streaming. If you go to his Twitch, which I looked at, the last stream that you can visibly see is 13 days ago. So if he did stream last night, that means he went and privated it. Or deleted it on Twitch. Which is linked in his Twitter. So, yeah.
That is interesting.
Interesting.
Well, here's the reaction from a lot of folks in the space. Frost, who this guy, he used to work for, what was that stupid outlet? The Escapist, and then it became, then they split off. And what was that other place called, Blabs? It's not really relevant, but it started by the other guy who hates us now.
Second Wind?
Yeah, Second Wind. He left there. Well, there goes Polygon. In the end, there will just be the game journalism site that puts out the review, and it'll be a 7 out of 10. Yes. Vera came in, says the company that owns trash like the Gamer, Game Rant, Collider, CBR are buying more trash. Congrats to them, I guess.
Collect all the trash.
Yes. And you know what's crazy about this is talk about a giant bomb possibly going to guides. Well, Ryan Gilliam was the guides producer, and he's out of a job. So they're not even doing that. Yes. I write guides and do in-depth coverage of games like Destiny and more. Yoicks. So there's that.
This is just going to be, like, again, since they're all under the same umbrella now and they can just circularly reference each other when they write certain articles on things, it's going to push them all up in algorithmic searches, and when lies are told enough times, enough people are going to be gullible enough to believe them and be like, look, all of these places are saying the same thing, then it must be true. This is just like an easy way to be more influential.
Yeah, lovely.
Lovely.
And it is ironic because yesterday the Gamer put out like a hit piece on the Harry Potter fans, and like J.K. Rowling is just like, of course, it's fine. Just double down on a losing battle. It's all good.
Well, rest in peace, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry about your
Rest
loss.
in piss.
Suckers. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, start a YouTube channel. See how easy it is. It's so easy, right? It's so easy, guys.
If you look on Twitch tracker for his Twitch channel, there was a deleted stream.
Oh.
Aha! I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I put the link in chat.
There you go. Love that. Let's check it out. Twitch tracker. Dan Reichart. That's interesting. Let's see what goes on here. I have been successfully. I'm a human, as it says. Let's see. Right here. There's Dan. You can see right here. Where's the deleted things? Let's see.
It says stream on April 30th to May 1st, and she said there's no VOD on his channel. So this tracks that there was a stream, and you can see on the side that there's no VOD available.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. No clips for the stream. Find VOD for the stream. No VOD. There we go.
Yes, he deleted it after he went wild.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting to see how that goes. All right. Well, good luck. Good luck with that, everybody. Put the fries in the bag, bro.